for the Bands. And now State Green's going to think about this a little bit. They want to get the first pick. No snap decision by any means. Looking at the pool, I mean, anything standing out? Not really. Master of Arms maybe could be a valuable pick. They're not the most ideal candidates though this game. This is actually a little bit different of a pool here. Yeah, I like this pool. I like this pool the more I'm looking at it. You know, there's not the most typical heroes throughout this pool, honestly. So it is fun to see. We got minus first pick. I mean, that I think says it right there. The fact that a minus was first picked here pretty much says the kind of pool we're dealing with. So minus first pick, we have Gauntlet, Master of Arms, the response coming out from our Hellborn side, from Mickey's boys. So, okay, maybe that's a little more routine. Pro Busk, a great Gauntlet player himself. I'm sure it'll end up in his hands. And Master of Arms, very strong, even extra strong in banding draft, mainly because of just the utility. The diversity that he brings. He can be that main support. He can be that carry for you, the short lane. He can be that dual lane mid farming hero. He's, you know, so many places he can be effective. So, definitely a lot of value when it comes to banding draft. Magmus and Voodoo Jester coming out here for Stay Green. Voodoo Jester, a fun support hero to watch, man. When it comes to support hero options, definitely one of the higher ones up there on the list that are fun to watch, at least in my opinion. Definitely promoter of great action. The Acid Cocktail, fun to watch bounce around. He got his ultimate, of course. Can deal some good damage, and then the Cursed Ground is a very powerful tool as well. And to see somebody taking down and knowing that there's nothing that they can do about it. Frustrating to play against, but fun to watch. As far as now coming out for Mickey's boys here, they're going to go Blood Hunter, and are they going to choose Berserker? Best team ever. No, they're not. Polywog Priest going to be coming out instead. But Blood Hunter, again, definitely a carry hero that we have been seeing bits and pieces of recently. So Polywog Priest coming out. Will that be more of a support Polywog or over solo Polywog? We'll see what that ends up being here for them. You can see Stay Green thinking about that Forsaken Archer carry, and that's what they're going to end up with here. They get Forsaken Archer carry option, and now thinking of maybe a babysit for her bottom, or more of a tri-lane setup could be possible. Forsaken Magmus Voodoo Jester tri-lane wouldn't be out of the question. A curse being right-click, that'd be fun to see. Yes, it is a cursed. A cursed coming out with the final pick for Stay Green, and, you know, love seeing that. Nighthound going to be the final pick for our Hellborn team in the meantime. So there we go. That's how things are going to shape up here. A curse definitely solid against heroes like Polywog Priest, who's got that stun lockdown, good against, you know, a Gauntlet and whatnot. So definitely a curse definitely brings his skill set pretty strong to the table. Like seeing him here. And this time it was not random. It was actually picked up. So we are going to, sure enough, seeing a cursed this time around. So that is exciting stuff going to be coming out here. Game number 2, by the way. Game number 2. I got the winners right here while we are loading into to game number 3, that is. Game number 2, the first blood winner is actually Shinoda, guessing correctly, getting his Charity Midas. You got the most assist, Mozak, taking home the 300 gold coins for most assist. Zexy taking home the most kill prize for 300 gold coins. And then left pocket, taking home Sashi Swiftplay for guessing the most creep denies in game number 2. So we got our final game here to decide the winners. It was Swinamel's. That's right. Swinamel's got the first blood. The Bloodlust last game. What is Stay Green doing? Stay Green's doing something different here. Change the interface real quickly. There we go. They're sending everybody middle. Kind of. Gonna try to be really sneaky here as far as a initial gank is concerned. See if they can maybe catch somebody in the jungle. That somebody could be Nighthound. Level 6, he could be very evasive, but early on, not as strong, of course, for getting away. With that said, Pounce is a good tool for getting away, so I'm sure we'll see that leveled up if it comes to that. The pain train's coming, though, and I believe they were just spotted. I believe Master of Arms just saw them on the uphill, so this whole gank attempt is definitely going to be foiled here by Stay Green, trying to be really extra aggressive. They have a great level 1 killing team, so it makes sense as to why Stay Green was trying to go for an initial Bloodlust kill, but ain't going to happen. And in the end, they're going to fall back to their appropriate lands. By the way, for those that do win the prizes for this King of the Hill event, as far as guessing right from game to game, it'll actually be sent to your account in-game. So that's all you don't need to worry. You don't need to message anybody. You don't need to worry about getting codes or whatnot. It'll just automatically be sent to your account in-game if you are a winner here on today. I believe it'll happen after the event itself. So, if you don't have it immediately as we announce it, don't worry, don't panic. You will eventually get it. So just be patient with it, and it will end up on your account. It is going to be a support polywog, in fact, played by support here. As you see, Zlap's playing the Master of Arms. He's actually lining up with Gauntlet here in the middle lane. As they're going to go up against a solo Accursed. So stay green. They are running the tri-lane action here. Magnus, Voodoo Jester, Forsaken Archer coming out. Not the most ideal tri-lane here for the Hellborn team. I mean, even if Master of Arms makes this rotation, it is definitely not the most ideal. So this is a very smart decision from Stay Green right here. Kind of force Mickey's boys to play in a very awkward situation here when it comes to the laning phase. The bottom lane is going to be a short lane Midas versus a long lane Blood Hunter. Keizu playing the Blood Hunter down here in this long lane. So he actually went Blood Crazy first, not even going the Feast first. Maybe helping with some early last hitting, but you can see here Midas going to take advantage of that especially. Really kind of box him out right here. In the end, though, especially once he gets that Feast, he should be able to stand in that lane a little stronger, of course, when it comes down to it. You see Gauntlet right here taking some good pressure. Night Owl leaping in. But now Accursed is actually going to have to start falling back. Grapple coming in out of nowhere. Accursed did not expect a Nighthound to be here. He is going to be fine in the end. But how about that? Nighthound coming out of nowhere. Nighthound actually going middle. They're going to send the Gauntlet top. Okay, so this makes a little more sense. Good adjustment here from Mickey's boys. They actually make it more of a Gauntlet Polywog Priest Master of Arms. And now with this setup, they most certainly have some good kill potential themselves. Gauntlet currently is lower on the mana pool with that said, so he is going to be given a mana potion from his team. But both sides now expect a pretty crazy try versus tri-lane action to be coming out here. You do see the pole camp. It is blocked by a Rev 4. You see Polywog going to try to guess. It is in range. Can he spot it is the question. Yes, he can. He can barely spot it. It was going to wear off before the next spawn anyway, so he will get the slight bounty for it, of course, but in the end, not the biggest deal that I got counted right there at the last second. But this does mean our middle matchup is going to become a true 1v1 now. Nighthound versus Accursed. And bottom lane, look at this, actually. Blood Hunter, he goes to the side shot, picks up a Iron Shield. He has that Feast to get a last hit if need be. He actually uses it right there, so he will heal up a little bit. But actually, Midas holding his ground. Putting more auto attacks. Already uses Lion's Pride. Is not going to have enough. He's just out of range. And I believe Blood Hunter will survive. Yeah, he pops a health potion. And the Golden Salvo, of course, is what we use right there. Not the Lion's Pride. But anyways, Blood Hunter will be fine, and now he starts to recover. So again, that's kind of how this hero works. You got to really get those kills when you got the chance for them, or else he'll just go right back up with the life pool and be fine. Master of Arms actually rotating middle. So again, all over the place. Mickey's boys almost seems like they're unsure of exactly how they want to address this aggressive tri-lane coming top here. As they're just going to instead have Master of Arms now go back to the middle lane to then sit with this Nighthound here. Accursed in the meantime, he's 17-1, so Swinnemelons hasn't really been too phased by all this switching going on. He's having a good time himself. Not too concerned. Midas, 11-3 Midas, actually. Blood Hunter's 12-5, so I thought Midas was going to be doing a lot better, but Limp has no doubt been putting a lot of time into just putting auto attacks into Blood Hunter. But now, especially with that Iron Shield, it's obviously mitigating quite a bit. My notes here on Magnus, he's actually ported to the bottom lane. They're going to try to maybe make something happen down here instead, but we'll see how that comes about. You see the top rune, Voodoo Jester taking a Hex right there. Polywog Priest on top of him. Acid Cocktail, though, coming out. It's going to bounce back and forth. Polywog Priest locked down. He has that cursed ground up. He's taking way too much damage, and Bloodlust kill. If you guess Z-Freak, you get a chance at winning that prize. Z-Freak taking home the Bloodlust kill here as a result of that. Again, just a fun support style here to watch. Definitely aggressive, and they were going for that top rune, and obviously did not pay off there for Polywog Priest specifically. As now Magnus with the Invis rune, he's headed all the way to the top lane, so he's being really sneaky with this. He's going to try to make the best use of this Invis rune, going all the way to the opposite lane on the map. 30 seconds left on it. He's definitely going to get here in time. Will they be able to execute is the question. Most certainly they're going to try to go for Master of Arms here. We'll see if Robust can maybe make some big gauntlet grapples or not. But, oh, here we go, Magnus. The deadly Invis rune. Zlapped is definitely in trouble here. Bottom lane in the meantime, you see Blood Hunter and Midas continuing to go at it. Blood Hunter actually just feasting right there. Going to heal up. Here we go, topside though. Are they going to go? I'm surprised. They're not risking it, man. They are not risking it. Very curious about that. I mean, they have a Voodoo Jester. For a second, Voodoo Jester was ready with a level 2 Cursed Ground. I'm not sure about that. I mean, maybe they just figured a Gauntlet was going to be able to just grapple him away easily and be fine, but I'm very curious as to why Stay Green was not confident in terms of just going for at least attempting a kill right there. I don't think the chance of a counter kill was going to be there, but anyways, they don't go for it, so in the end, Stay Green, or excuse me, Mickey's boys are going to be fine. Bottom lane, hemorrhage is applied right there to Limp. He has to stand his ground. He cannot move. He's going to die anyways. He didn't have a choice, so that's what makes that ability so difficult. Keizu picks up the Bloodlust kill, or not the Bloodlust, but his first kill. The second kill overall of the game, so yeah, Midas underestimating that hemorrhage perhaps right there as soon as he hit level 6. Polywog Priest at the top side. You see Magnus, he's in a little bit of trouble. Inferno stability will go off, and down goes Magnus. Polywog Priest is going to tick down to the Cursed Ground. Oh, he has one more tick. He goes back to the base. He's going to heal up. Will it be enough? Oh, it is enough! It's just enough. He got just enough life to stay alive. Meanwhile, Nightowl coming top, but he could not get there quick enough as he leaps in, pounces in at the last second, and is not enough for the kill. Bloodhunter, though, he just got the kill, but they're going to try to set up a gank on him. Accursed, not the best ganking hero with that said. What is he leveling up, by the way? He is leveling up that Cauterize. He has the one in the Seer as well. Again, we talked about this last time when we thought we saw a Curse on Tuesday, but it ended up being random. They remade. The Seer buff, though, is very powerful, especially with the change that they made to it. It is affected by everything now. It's affected by Cauterize. It's affected by Fire Shield. It's affected by just regular auto attacks. And what it does is, obviously, it makes it 20% ally... what does it do? Movement speed slow by 20% on the target, but then also people that attack will gain 40 attack speed as well as 10% movement speed themselves. Of course, that's at level 4, but still, even at level 1, you still even get that movement speed buff yourself. So it is a very, very good tool for the team to take advantage of in these fights. And again, especially with the Fire Shield explosion, it'll hit multiple targets as a result of that. So, you know, if somebody else, if you're kind of splitting fire that way, can definitely take good effect. Or even more powerful, you know, with that said, if you shield up a teammate who's being jumped on, that's actually bottom lane. We do have Bloodhunter who's going to be comboed right here. Again, he feasts the creep, though. He's going to be fine. Casey's doing a great job of just staying alive, if anything. But yeah, going back to Curse, you know, you shield your teammate, say for second archer gets jumped, you shield her. Not only will it just mitigate some of that damage, you know, get her out of stun perhaps, but then when it explodes, it'll actually slow everyone around her, as well as, you know, if she happens to put the attack off, then, you know, even get a 10% movement speed on top of that. So it really is just good utility all around now for having that buff there. Nighthound level 6, so he is Invis, of course. He's going for the top rune, which happened to be Invis. He sees Voodoo Jester pick it up there, so he knows that Voodoo Jester has this. Voodoo Jester has a Rev Ward on him. So they might be thinking that they're going to be sneaky right here, but Nighthound very aware that Voodoo Jester has an Invis rune somewhere around here. Haste rune activated onto Accursed in the meantime. Oh, bottom lane, what happened down here? Got distracted for a second, and all of a sudden Magnus died to Bloodhunter. It looks like Bloodhunter, did he hemorrhage? Yes, he did. So they're almost diving at the tower and able to stay alive, get the kill. Maybe he healed up at the last second. Apologize for missing that, but Keizu again makes some big plays down there. Manages to get the kill on Magnus. His farm now 312 gold per minute. Top lane, we definitely got some action brewing. Voodoo Jester coming up here with the Invis. There's a TP in. Acid Cocktail going to bounce around. Cursor grabs applied to Gauntlet. He turns around with the Gauntlet Blast. He hooks to his teammate right there. He's trying to run away. Inferno instability. Polywog Priest is going to be left behind as a result. They will get him killed, but Gauntlet is going to stay alive in the end as he falls back to the jungle. So good escape coming out from Probusk. Again, you know, sacrificing a Polywog Priest right there to do so, but definitely worth it. And Bloodhunter just continues to farm the bottom lane while this is happening. I mean, Stay Green right now, their top farm is Accursed. It's, you know, that's not the most threatening. You know, seeing Accursed on top of the other team's farm, it's 315 gold per minute solid. But I guarantee you, Mickey's boys is not really too worried. It's not one of those cases where, oh, he's going to start snowball. We needed to address him. No, I think they can frankly care less, honestly. So I think it's safe to say, actually, Mickey's boys, they're pretty happy with how this game is going, shaping up so far. Again, Bloodhunter leading the way, and even a Nighthound at 275 gold per minute, and actually finishing an Energizer right there earlier on, coming out for Flensmeister. As you do see Gauntlet, Steam Boost Power Supply, Mystic Vestments here, so a good amount of build-up. Probably see that portal key as usual, going to be coming out for him next. Oh, Blood Hunter. He's falling back right here. He's in a lot of trouble, actually. Forsaken Archer coming to cut him off. He knows that he's in trouble. He's going to go for the TP. Will it be successful? Yes, it will. Beautiful play once again from Keizu. He knew that that was basically his only chance. 4 heroes are down here. He had the ward of sight, spotting all this coming. He's able to survive as a result. You do see Zfix like, oh, okay, there's no way he's that smart without having some kind of vision. And sure enough, he did. So he's going to be able to counter ward at least. But again, good timing on Keizu's part, playing the Blood Hunter. And now he's headed back towards that bottom lane to continue farm down there. So again, Probuzka's going to stay at the top lane here on Gauntlet, continue to pick up farm up here, and go for that portal key. Perhaps when he gets that, though, maybe he's looking to move around and set up Blood Hunter down there in the meantime. Blood Hunter, again, coming back bottom, but they're setting this up once again. This time he doesn't have the vision, though, and this time he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He will hemorrhage on Forsaken Archer, but he's actually needs a mana battery. He's somehow still alive. He gets his passive activated. Oh, he feeds at the last second, but the Cursed Ground's probably going to take him down. Yeah, it definitely does. Now, it did get Forsaken Archer to stand there with the Hammer's debuff on him, and as a result, his teammates come in to clean up as we had Nighthound and, of course, Polywalk Freeze come in. So it is a 1-for-1 in the end. KSU definitely playing extra aggressive, though, with no vision at that time at that bottom lane. So gets picked off as a result. But Forsaken Archer, at least, he's been addressed. He has only 200 gold per minute, 0-1-3 here. Chessie has not been able to find any bit of good farm going on. As you do see again, though, Accursed. He is actually holding his ground pretty well. Going to shield himself, or shield the minion, actually, the Archer right there. And have a push with the creep wave. So as far as where we're going to see Accursed go for him, and he's got a bottle of Steam Boots. Again, it's only 316 gold per minute. It's not like it's just crazy taking off by any means. So I'm sure it'll just build up like a normal utility style. Maybe something like an Astrolabe, a Tablet of Command. Ring of Sorcery wouldn't be out of the question here. So we'll see where Swinamelons ultimately goes, though, with the build that he has. Midas setting up something top lane with the Invis. However, you do see the Hellborn team, they got their heroes coming in. And in fact, they also got a ward of sight down here in the lane. So they know Voodoo Jester's coming up right here, and Midas is sitting right on top of them with the Invis rune, though. They're lasting another 30 seconds here. As Nighthound going to head back towards the middle lane and continue to farm. So both teams maybe trying to make something happen at the top side, but nothing really going on. Forsaken's loving it, though. At least trying to recover a little bit at the bottom lane in the meantime. Portal Key Gauntlet, 1,140 gold saved up. So working towards it, but still not there. No one's really been taken off this game. And when it comes to farm, not the most farm on either side. And, you know, we've talked about them before with these banning draft games, now, especially with the lack of junglers. It seems like it kind of does slow down the game in that sense of, you know, feeling free to just really farm in the lanes. And knowing that the ganks could be happening from the supporting cast and whatnot, but you see the middle lane actually. Accursed is pushed up right here. Again, he's definitely good at staying alive in a lot of cases. He's got that flame consumption, but he is silenced and he can't use it right now. And he's going to be locked down, actually. It will be enough for the kill right there. So right as I talk about him staying alive with flame consumption, he can't use it, unfortunately, and he gets killed. I remember when that change happened it was a long time now, but Accursed, it used to be where that would just automatically activate no matter what it was happening, whether you were stunned, whether you were silenced, whatever. But they changed it a while ago to where you actually have to activate it. So in cases like that, you can actually still get a kill easily on him if you're good at locking him down. Top it in the meantime. Actually, Z-Freak's picked off. Gauntlet pushes the top tower, and he basically has his portal key just around the corner now as a result of all that. So a couple of big kills coming out for Mickey's boys, and that GPM chart is actually starting to look more and more favorable for them now as we pick things up. There's a Mighty Blade, not a Mighty Blade, but a Fortified Bracer picked up by Accursed right there. Slowly brought again the utility style. Gauntlet portal key pickup. As that now, he is level 9 here. Master of Arms running away as there was definitely a gank incoming onto him. Falls back before he gets caught, though. Forsaken Archer has the Energizer Steam Boots. Again, his farm only 260 gold per minute. getting any spits. And just like the first game, Stay Green going to find themselves kind of grouping up right here earlier on and trying to make something happen. This is just like the first game with that Zephyr game. They know that they're starting to fall behind a little bit. They need to make some big fights, some big plays happen here. They're not going to win the static farm game at this rate. So they're going to try to push mid a little bit. All 5 are here, though, from Mickey's boys. 9 down, caught off to the side. He's sitting right next to a red forward. They're going to burst him down right off the bat. Electric Jolt going to be used with Polywop Priest in the meantime. Big grapple on us. Swinamals or Midas right there playing the Magnus. Gets the counter kill. So far, a 1-for-1 exchange. Hemorrhage was used. I believe it was used on a Magnus, actually, so no longer up. They're still chasing. There's no Blood Sense activated on. Blood Under just had big Gauntlet Blast, though. Hits 3 different heroes. He's going for a second onto the background. Infernal instability. The shield comes out, though. Mitigating plenty of damage. The hook in. Gauntlet wants this kill. He'll get the kill, damn it. But at what cost right here? It's falling back. His team support is here. Flame consumption up from a curse. Staying alive. It's worn off now. They got the counter on a Gauntlet, though. Blood Under going in. He needs this kill. He gets the kill. He'll heal up as a result. And now he's chasing Midas. Midas going to have to throw out the Elemental Warp. He gets the transmute off. Accursed in the background is still chasing. He is silenced now, though, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Can he actually make the getaway? Yes, he can. And finally, that fight will end. Magnus coming back into the fight, by the way. He used to buy back, or no, Chessie used to buy back, actually. Magnus just simply resurrected. They are going to pick up Polywop Priest off to the side, and the rest of Mickey boys will be forced to fall back. So, beautiful start for Stay Green. Obviously, the Rev Ward catching Nighthound and using quite a bit on him. He did use quite a bit, and I think that might have hurt them at the same time, because then when the fight started to happen, they didn't have some bigger abilities. But in the end, not the worst. Coming out right there for Stay Green, but still, overall, if anything, Keizu on the Blood Hunter. He stayed alive, as did Gauntlet for that matter. Or did Gauntlet stay alive? No. Gauntlet died. Yes. Gauntlet stayed alive. Has he died yet? Yeah, he has died once. Was that fight, though? I believe that was an earlier fight. Anyways. He's actually trying to jump in right here. He gets turned on. He misses the grapple. He used the Gauntlet Blast. He's trying to live that cursed ground. It's going to start hurting, though. Is it actually going to be enough? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. He should be fine. Whew. 385 tick of the last one. That's a level 4 cursed ground, I guess, yeah. But still not enough. We got some mid-wars, though, all of a sudden. Kind of picking up here between these two teams. Not so much mid-wars. Bottom lane, though. Hemorrhage on a Midas. He just, again, has to stand his ground. The silence came out. He's doing a little more auto-tech damage, but cannot use his abilities. They get the kill denied in the middle tower in the meantime. The wards are down. They're trying to hold them off. Voodoo Jester going to go for the TP. Not going to be successful with that. He will evaporate. Blood Hunter porting in. He's got the Blood Sense activated this time around. Level 4. You see how fast he's moving here. Accursed. He takes the silence, and now he's in trouble. You see the crippling volley will land, but Nighthound gets in there. The dust comes down. One more auto attack. Can he get a range? Yes, he can. That silence, man. 9 freaking seconds it lasts for at level 4. It seems like it is forever. I mean, it is really forever, especially when you're being chased down like that. 9 seconds. A curse could not do anything. He had his ultimate ready. He had, I believe, everything else ready. It's just a matter of not being silenced. A good chase down, and Mickey's boys, 4,000 gold lead, 8,800 experience lead. In a very good spot here in game number 3. Forsaken Archer going to take the grapple right there. And Jesse's going to get caught out once again. Can he actually get away this time? Acid Cocktail coming in. It looks like, in fact, they make it the turn. Gauntlet Blast not enough for the kill. Master of Arzo, he gets the auto attack, but still not enough. Gauntlet will fall. Voodoo Jester throws out the mojo. He's going to live. Turn around, and down goes Master of Farms. The team support. And Z-Freak especially. Big plays on Voodoo Jester. And it ends like that. That now comes out of nowhere. And we'll pounce on him to finish him off. So he will die in the end, but still, beautiful plays coming out from Z-Freak. But again, the big picture, though, Mickey's boys in a very good spot. 370 gold per minute Blood Hunter, 350 Nighthound. Jesse is now leading the way for his team as far as GPM, but it's only at 267 gold per minute. So it's not the not exactly where you want to be if you're this Legion team right now, being Stay Green. So again, they're the current title holders. They beat BMG last week to gain the throne, and Mickey's boys, formerly known as dnL Esports, they're trying to knock them off after only 1 win and become the kings themselves. And right now, here in game number 3, feels like they're in a pretty good spot to do so. So we'll see if that comes out or not. Firebrand picked up by Blood Hunter. Midas, he's going to be found again. Bottle charge is just barely enough to keep him alive, though. Great getaway coming out from Lamp. You see mass TPs coming in. Everyone's going to end up down here for the Legion team. Oh, this might backfire, though. Bloodhunter, level 15. He's charging in. Nope, flying away. Again, the Blood Sense giving him vision of at least Midas right there with the red dot on the minimap, allowing him to fly around all fast-like. They want to try to maybe cut him off, but they need to be careful about the team support. You see Bloodhunter kind of charging up right here. Might get Forsaken Archer, they will. Hemorrhage comes out. Forsaken's in a lot of trouble. He throws out the Crimling Volley. He's having to run a little bit. Puts down his piercing arrows, but yeah, he just melts. He doesn't even have a Mystic Vestments at this point. He is just so squishy. Vote to Concede coming out. Is that actually going to go through? Yes, it is. There you go. Game number 3 will officially go to Mickey's boys, and they'll take the series. 2-1. Congratulations, Mickey's boys. So they do dethrone Stay Green here in the King of the Hill Banning Draft Tournament. Feeling pretty good, I'm sure. So, again, formerly known as dnL Esports, now known as Mickey's Boys. Big victory for them as they take the third and final game. So, a lot of fun to watch. Again, it is more of a fun, solid event, banning draft and everything. So, only take so much from the actual results. But, hey, if anything, I'm glad to see different results. It is fun to see that. And, hopefully that kind of continues to occur as these weeks move on here. Like I said, there are advantages for getting win streaks. That's ultimately what you want to do if you're on the King team. The more prizing you will actually get every single week if you keep a win streak going. But at the same time, our first win streak of one game is stopped, and we already have a new king. Mickey's boys are officially our new King of the Hill champions, and that means they're going to take the throne now as they knock off Stay Green here in the title match. So big congratulations to them. I'm sure feeling pretty good about how things went right there. All right, so with that said as well, that means now, just like last week, so Stay Green getting knocked out. They're going to be ineligible for this next poll here, but they will be eligible to poll after that. Again, the idea of that is that we at least keep things changed up from week to week as far as the matchups are concerned. So with that said, as we did for these last 2 weeks, it's going to continue on with the same way. You, the community, you guys get to vote for which two teams you want to see in the Challenger match, the play-in match, whatever you want to call it, the Tuesday match, to see which team will now play Mickey's boys on the next Thursday in the title match in a best-of-3 for the Banning Draft Tournament. So you get to vote for the two teams. You got teams like Team NK, obviously BMG. They are going to be eligible this week around. You got, of course, Reason Gaming, and then many other teams on the list to vote for. So those polls, I usually try to get them out by tomorrow, if not on Saturday. Get the polls. You check out the Facebook and Twitter as well as the forums to see when the polls are up. Let you guys know, and you guys can vote for which teams you want to see in that Challenger match. And then they'll play in the best-of-3 on Tuesday. And then the winner of that, again, will play Mickey's boys on Thursday here in this King of the Hill Banning Draft Tournament. Obviously, with this whole new betting system in place as well, another reason to just be entertained by this and to really look forward to watching these matches, because again, they really are turning out to be just fun matches. We've had 4 of these best-of-3s now, and every single one, at least in my opinion, I'm sure I'm with the popular opinion here, that these have just been a lot of fun to watch. They really have been. It's a definitely different pace of the game with the different hero picks, which just, it seems like the teams are just a little bit less, serious, which is a good thing, I think, in the end, too. Because there's, not the most on the line. It is ultimately about having fun, and they are having fun with it. So it is good to see. And, with that said, big shout out to both teams, of course, Stay Green and Mickey's boys for showing up today and giving us a good and entertaining series. But in the end, Mickey's boys, they will take it 2-1 over Stay Green. As far as game number 3, I don't know if I'm going to get the results in time, but Remonk, he's the one that's been in charge of the whole betting thing. It was his initiative in the first place. A big shout out to him once again. With that said, he's going to be posting all the winners will be posted from all 3 games on that forum post. I believe it is in the competitive section of the forum. So if you want to see if you did end up winning, you can check there. And again, for those that do win, the prize is the 4 winners from each game. You'll actually get your prizes in your account later on today, I believe it is. So you don't need to worry about filling anything else out or talking to anybody. Don't worry, you'll eventually get it on your account. So again, big congratulations to Mickey's boys once again. With that said, we are going to be wrapping up today. As far as future HONcast goes, this weekend, of course, guys, the playoffs for HON Tour Season 2 is going to continue. We got groups A, C, and D all playing this weekend. We only had one group last weekend. We have 3 groups are going to be taking place this weekend, and a lot of big matchups to happen. Again, we're going to find out which 2 teams from each group are going to be moving on to the next tier of group stages, which then take place next weekend. And again, the ultimate prize of a trip to Southeast Asia and a chance to compete for that $150,000 prize pool is on the line here for these playoffs for Han Tour Season 2. So you do not want to miss any of that. That continues this weekend, starting on Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time, both Saturday and Sunday. Looking forward to that, as always, once again. So yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be wrapping things up here on Honcast. One more thing, shameless plug myself, shameless shout out here. I'm doing my personal stream once again. I stepped up yesterday. Every Wednesday and Friday, I'm looking to go for starting around 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time as well. I'm looking to get my personal streaming going once again. Playing a lot of Han, doing giveaways, playing other games every now and then, but just being entertaining, hanging out with you guys and having some fun. Big shout out to the CP Kappas with that said. So I should be back tomorrow on my personal stream as well, twitch.tv/BreakyCPK. Definitely check it out. We have some fun, guys. And big love and big shout out to all the CP Kappas out there once again. So shout out to you guys as well for tuning in to Honcast. Until next time, guys, we'll see you this weekend here on Honcast. Have a good night, guys.